to Pocket Pod, Animal Crossing. Silly kids, rabbits are for tricks. Episode 166. There's Joey, Bowie, Ron, and Leash. That was a good one.
Hey guys, on my way into Leash's house, there were two little rabbits that I had to stop for. They ran right in front of me, and I had to wait for them to finish their run before I could walk up the stairs.
Aww.
It was very cute. They were doing a little chase.
Love it.
Little chase.
Little rabbit feast.
Silly kids. Rabbits are for tricks.
Was it Marlon Bundo and Wesley?
Oh, Marlon Bundo for sure. Is Wesley Marlon Bundo's rabbit partner? Husband thing?
Oh, so sweet.
I don't know what term we were using. Bunny husband?
I'm going to say Wesley's a very boring name to have for Marlon Bundo. You think he'd be like something...
Oh, Wesley is like Princess Bride Wesley, so that's okay.
He loves Wesley.
You mean Westley?
I don't know.
Did you know his name? Isn't this weird? Did you know that the character's name in Princess Bride isn't Wesley? It's Westley.
Yes, Wesley.
Yeah, like I said, Wesley.
Exactly. We're all in agreement.
Like Presley.
However,
Like
Robin
Elvis
Wright
Presley.
pronounced it is the right way to pronounce it.
Festly.
Anyway, Wesley and Marlon Bundo made little bunny footprints all over the White House together.
So adorable.
Precious. Hashtag precious.
And there's
know
a
I have the
hedgehog named
book.
Dill Prickle.
I don't think I ever read it.
I love that.
Did I read it?
That's a good name.
Yes.
We bought it. Like, we were so happy to buy the book and support the book.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we ever actually
my
read
goodness,
the whole
break
thing.
it out
It's
and
not
have a
like it's a
story
long
time.
read. It's like 7 pages.
It's a novel.
It's a very good book.
Aw.
My kids like it.
Yay.
Uncle Alex, Turkey Boy, got it for them.
It was
Nice.
written as a parody, right?
Yes.
Of
But it's
Mike
actually a
Pence's cat or something.
No, it's their he has a
He has
bunny.
a bunny as well. Okay.
Marlon Bundo.
Which is a great name. Love the name.
And they made it.
They made
I
a
think
children's
his daughter
book.
made a book, or someone
Okay.
made a book. And I
But
think
it was
the
very
proceeds
heteronormative.
it was heteronormative, and I think it was just a book about the bunny. I don't think it had to do with anything with with bunny sex at all.
I mean, which would be kind of
Marlon Bundo
peculiar
really
for a
doesn't talk
child's
about that
book
either.
anyway.
But like, I think the proceeds went to something that I don't know.
It went to something LGBTQ related, right?
The original one.
The original one did not.
Okay, gotcha,
but I
gotcha.
don't think it was anti. I think it just went to something. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember the history.
But I do remember that the daughter or whoever I think it's Pence's daughter wrote the book, the original book. But then Late Night with John Oliver had the other one made, and he posted whatever. And then Mike Pence's daughter said, "Whatever, as long as charities get money, we're happy to support any Marlon Bundo book," which I thought was really sweet.
That is good.
They
That
actually,
is very
she was
nice.
actually like
That's
nice
super
about
sweet.
it.
Yay. Good sports.
But like Marlon Bundo is a very sweet book, and my daughter has a Marlon Bundo bunny.
Stop.
And she calls him Maryland Bundo because she doesn't know that Marlon.
Marlin is Marlin. We live in
Marlin.
Marlin.
Yeah.
Also,
Like
yeah.
Marlon Brando. Marlon
She's
Bundo.
learned Maryland already. That's obviously
Maryland
important in the
Brando.
house.
She also calls a bikini a bikini.
Oh, I love that.
Oh.
That
I
makes
wore
me-
my bikini today, and you saw my booby straps.
I feel like a bikini would be amazing. You could have a Mario tie-in with two little for the bra part of it.
No, the booby straps.
The booby strap part. Would it be like the faces of two little boo ghosts? One would be the Heidi boo ghost, and one would be the
Oh, I like it.
Right? That'd
A
be pretty
bikini.
cute.
Oh,
It would
that's
be a bikini,
clever.
right? I mean, your daughter thought of it.
She did.
It's her idea.
It's
You
her
can
bikini.
Copyright little.
She
great
loves
idea.
Sweet
she
pea.
loves bikinis because she gets to wear booby straps.
So fancy. Looks like a big girl.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
she's so excited that she can have boobies, so she can have booby straps when she's alone.
Oh,
And she also wants her knees to get prickly, just like mom's. Like, great.
that's
great,
so
great, great,
funny.
great.
I love it. That's so sweet. Prickly knees.
Yeah.
Oh, the next generation.
Gleanies.
Things to look forward to.
Oh, I love it. It's so sweet.
Oh my God, that's press.
Speaking of things we can look forward to, guys.
Yes. Tell me.
How about a little bit of
Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do.
What's new?
Sail away, new horizons. What's new?
What's new? Never really caught on.
I liked it.
Getting the Everyone like looks up.
It just requires a little push. Little push.
It's kind of like because we had a bunch of different things for starting up
that was doing
multiple things all
definitely
flying together.
The What's New Pussycat one was definitely much more successful from beginning to when it was retired.
Remember those days. But yeah, so coming out in I think it's October this year. If you haven't already bought a Switch, or if you're looking to upgrade your Switch to play Animal Crossing or whatever you wish to play, there's a new Nintendo Switch coming out that is a slightly different Nintendo Switch.
It looks the same from the outside.
The rim on the inside of the screen is slightly smaller, so you're getting a slightly larger display. And that display...
They're doing the old iPhone trick.
Yeah.
Thin frame, I mean, bigger
clever
screen.
It's good because then I presume any existing Switch controllers, Joy-Cons you have will still work with it because it doesn't change the shape of the actual body of the thing. And also the screen is going to be an OLED screen, which is brighter.
Yeah.
It shows...
I give them credit for those commercials because like no one can see the difference in the commercials. They'll be like, this looks so much more awesome. I'm like, cool. It looks exactly the same as before. Like maybe you're adding a little bit more glow to it this time to like
OLED screen just means it's going to be a little sharper, little
but like in a commercial, nobody can see that.
You can't tell that
because you have to just take their word.
The picture on your TV is whatever the pixels you already had.
That's also true. You're dealing with the TV. Your limits are your TV.
That's
the other thing. Yeah, like if you don't play handheld, what's even the point of this,
because it's not stronger.
It's not going to make the HDMI cable better into your TV.
So like the visuals would still be the same for your TV. Yeah. There is, I think like one of the other selling points is the dock is going to have its own built-in Ethernet port, so you could plug your network directly in. But I mean,
in a world where you know where your Ethernet cable is and can plug it in.
If you wanted a direct connection.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's faster and better for your connecting
if
other
maybe
players.
Going to other islands, would that help with
it would require
travel?
It would only be improved if everyone,
case, right?
If everyone was doing it.
Well, I mean, I guess for like more competitive, like maybe for Splatoon players that are trying to get that any little inkling more.
I guess if there's a speed requirement.
Yeah, that's funny.
The lag and all. That inkling of an opportunity.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, there's a new Switch. It's not the new Switch people were hoping for. That was going to be like the Switch Pro. That was going to be more powerful and have a better processor that could maybe handle some of the games. Because there are games that are like playing like not high level. What's more demanding games like Control and was it The Witcher? I think maybe Overwatch. Games that Overwatch is playing directly on the machine, but some of them like Control is a game you can play on your Switch, but you can't. It's not actually installed on the Switch. It's playing it from the cloud.
So it can be really slow, and it's a real network hog.
It's right. It relies on the network to be fast in order to play. So it's something else. It's being processed elsewhere. So your Switch isn't doing the hard, heavy lifting. But
so I guess that could be why the Ethernet thing is helpful for that sort of thing. But maybe it isn't doing enough.
That's true. It would provide a better connection that way. But if your internet is still crappy, then it doesn't matter if your network is connected.
At the end of the day. Yeah.
Wow. But I guess if you're really into that game, that you're going to do everything you need.
Yeah. Or if someone doesn't have a Switch yet and they're just waiting to get a Switch because Metroid game is coming out, Metroid Dread is coming. I mean, maybe there's other things that people
every time people mention the Switch Pro, I immediately get a vision in my head of what they did when they created the iPad Pro, which is like this giant device that's like 3 times the size of a regular iPad. And I was like, what is a Switch Pro? Is it going to be a giant?
So people,
is it a walking TV? Like, what is this thing?
I love it.
Lion Cake is super excited about the Ye OLED.
Ye OLED.
Oh, I love it.
Ye OLED
It's a
Switch.
OLED machine.
We can have so many buttons. I love this.
He's definitely a product of like
commercials,
advertising. Because he watches his walkthroughs and stuff, and he's like,
and then the ads
telling me
right
about
in.
Splatoon 3, which is that I don't even know. He's like, it's coming out in 2022.
Oh.
It's like,
well, that's forever away to a 5-year-old.
Is it already out?
6-year-old?
I was trying to figure out. I think it's just Splatoon 2 because Splatoon. I mean, there's Splatoon, and then there was like an expansion for Splatoon that was the Octolings
who knows?
pack.
Maybe I don't know.
Is it Splatoon 3 Is there?
He was also telling me about.
Oh yeah, Splatoon 3. Why am I thinking it was Splatoon 2?
Let's just ask Lion Cake. He knows what's up.
Someone has their finger on the pulse in this house.
Yeah,
and he is currently sleeping.
Not me.
It is not me. I have no idea. He's telling me all about the Zelda game. I'm like, you don't even play the first Zelda. Like, what?
But the ads. The ads, Leash. The ads.
Okay, so he's all about that.
I mean, weren't we little consumer whores when we were kids watching Nickelodeon and stuff and like wanting
I guess wanting everything was true. That's true. Because you learned about it. You get caught up in and
I wanted every one of those board games that had like interactive like Mousetrap and stuff.
Do you remember It from the Pit?
No.
That was a good game.
It from the Pit?
I got it.
Yes. I don't know what that is at all. Was it like building something like Mousetrap?
It was just like a normal like it wasn't normal, but it was like normal, like roll the dice up, roll the dice up. Haha, roll the dice. One more time. And then like you gotta do stuff like you roll and land on stuff. And stuff.
Yes.
But in the middle,
there's a pit.
There's a pit.
I fell into
and there's
the pit.
there's this like claw arm that like rotates around and he just goes and like takes your dude.
This sounds
that
super
does sound familiar. I feel like I've seen commercials for that.
Claw, I bet was it Hungry Hippos mechanics? Like was it using that same kind of like where it can scoop down and pull?
It was bad, but yes, it was battery. It was battery pack. It was like rotating and like just like randomly like just like attacking.
A single hungry hippo of a hand, automated.
But I think it was just like a little lump on the thing, so as it rotated, it would like kind of like
yes, I guess you know like the magnetic. Did you guys have the magnetic fishing game that was the little like pop up fishes and that had the little bumps?
Yes, same concept.
Those were so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to clear it and say Splatoon 2 is definitely what I've played, and I don't know why I forgot that it was Splatoon 2. So apologies.
Yeah, when you were saying it was Splatoon 2, I only learned about that game when Splatoon 2 came out because they were celebrating it in Pocket Camp, and
yes, that's true.
And that was already 2.
I just must never have played regular Splatoon.
About it.
Yep, so Splatoon 3, my friend.
It's definitely Splatoon 3.
Unless it's Splatoon 2 plus.
I'm just here to say there's definitely a Splatoon 3. I'm just saying I was definitely wrong.
It's Splateuce.
Oh, Splateuce.
Yes.
Splatois.
Oh, that would be that is the new one.
That's there you go. That's Splatoon 3.
I don't even speak French.
Splatois.
But now you do.
See? I did it.
She doesn't even know, and she already got it.
Splatouse and Splatois. I think that's a great series of games.
I know. Why wasn't that the name? That's really
they didn't ask us.
Yep. Missed out opportunities.
Maybe it is in French.
Oh my god, that wouldn't that be hilarious?
Splatois.
Splatois. That would be pretty charming and a half.
How do you spell the toi, Sarah?
Trois, I think.
I would not have guessed that R.
Well, wait. I am backwards with the. Did I say O before I? Because it should be the O first.
Oh, you said OIS.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
Lois.
Troyes.
Yes.
It's
yes.
Ois.
Lois. Troyes.
Trois.
Lois.
Trois.
Yay.
Why isn't it Trois?
Why isn't it? Yeah, why isn't it Trois? That's like a whole different language. I just messed it up.
Okay, French with all of your swallowed consonants.
Murky bow cups.
Oh, that's too cute. I like it. Oh, man.
Murky bow cups.
Oh, man. I saw a cute little silly meme of Don't Tread on Me, but it was like this little cartoon snake, and it said, "No steppy, please."
Oh no, that is very cute.
That. Oh, I needed that. Oh,
no steppy, please.
That is exactly how I feel about those stickers. That is
hashtag fresh.
No steppy, please.
It was very cute.
Was it please or please?
It was please.
Yes. I was like, if it isn't please, then I missed it.
I mean, I'm sure if you do no steppy, please, you can find it. It's like a little like clip art snake.
Oh my gosh, it actually sounds precious, and I would wear that on.
I would definitely put that on something for sure.
I kind of wanted it on my car. The
problem with parody stickers is that when people walk by quickly, they might actually think it's the real thing.
I don't think you can confuse it, but
because this happened with my my father-in-law, and he had the Darwin fish and not the Jesus fish, but like people thought it was the Jesus fish, and they were confused. You know, it was one of those things.
Also, one could say that it is a Jesus fish who also happens to believe in evolution.
That's true. That's true. And they should not be mutually exclusive.
Right. That's fair.
That is a good point. That is a very good point.
Oh man. Well, on the note of going to change the subject if we want to. If you're ready, we can
Great
talk more
transition. On the note of changing the subject.
We can talk more about ichthus fishes and etc. But following up some past things.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Do we have a song for following up?
I don't want to wait
For a follow-up
A follow-up stream
of Lion Cake's Dream.
I promised
Yes.
I would ask him because I was not remembering.
And you didn't forget.
I didn't forget. I asked
Thank
him
you.
yesterday, and I was like, "Oh man, we gotta record this."
Yes.
Well, let me forget, and I didn't forget. I did it today,
Magic.
and he was very excited. He's like, "Oh yeah, because you record your podcast on Thursdays."
Oh,
like,
good boy.
I'm so proud of you.
Got the schedule down pat.
Got it. So I asked him, and I recorded it, and I think as I had mentioned, it is a multisyllabic ant
Multisyllabic.
Okay.
I love
that we
it.
talked about, but I think it was one that you guys
Listed.
listed, and I just
Oh.
couldn't confirm nor deny.
Oh, that's
Okay.
fair.
So here we go. And don't be scared in the beginning.
Oh, interesting.
He wanted to do a little thing. Oh man, sorry.
That's okay. No worries.
Go ahead.
Boo! That's scary.
Oh,
I'm so frightened.
did scare me.
Okay. In Animal Crossing added like bugs. but
Wait,
they didn't-
Animal Crossing?
New Horizons
Oh, okay.
added bugs,
Yeah.
Oh.
but they didn't add this specific type of bug, the tree cutter ant. Now this
Tree cutter.
bug would be on the trees, so it's going right down
Yeah.
because it didn't have wings,
Got
and
it.
it might be coming down trees, so you could get.
So how does the ant get in the tree? Is it just in the tree because he's a tree cutter ant?
Just in the tree because these are
Okay, and so you're walking along, do. How do you know that the ant is there?
Because you see like a shadow,
Oh,
a shadow on the ground.
okay. What if a leaf falls down, but it's not a furniture leaf? It's just like a leaf. And then you know that he's in the tree, and then you have to shake the tree, and then he comes down.
Oh, that'd be cool.
How about that? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
Huh?
that'd be cool.
What color are leafcutter ants?
Usually they're black.
Oh, cool. And do they eat leaves, as their name suggests?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They actually just pick them up.
Oh, okay. Very cool dream, sweet Desmond. Okay, go ahead.
Yay.
So
that was that.
Sarah definitely said leafcutter ant. That was her very first
Matt
guess.
Dillon.
Matt Dillon, yes. But also functional as tree cutter ants.
And tree cutter.
Right, so I guess.
Do they have both names,
I
or
don't
was
know.
one right and one
I'm
wrong?
learning about. I don't even know.
Wait, did he call it a tree cutter ant?
At one point,
At one point, he
them
mentioned tree cutter ant.
and then you called it leaf cutter later. Or he did. I don't know. Yeah.
We heard both. Either way.
Tree cutter.
I know.
Because that's what my note says. My note says black tree cutter ant, and then at the end I heard leaf cutter, and I was
Maybe
like, wait,
I called it
leaf
a
cutter is
tree
the one
cutter.
that Sarah said.
Is it a leaf cutter?
I think I've heard leaf cutter, but I don't know a lot about ants, so I'm not sure what all
You're
the
not
different
an
ants are.
entomologist.
Entomologist. There's a lot of little ant buds out there, guys. I got some
Tree
names.
Cutter.
I mean,
it's not autofilling ant here. at
either
all.
way, it's
Leaf
a
cutter.
it's a great. I love the idea of like having
Yeah,
a
it's a
little
leaf cutter.
clue to the ant's presence in the tree that we're not actually seeing the ant drop out. We're seeing a little it could be a little leaf that flutters down. We're like, oh, I gotta shake this one.
Oh, they're so cute. And he was right. They do just carry the leaf around.
Yay, they're so strong and cute.
That is perfect.
Oh my goodness.
They're perfect little leaf holders.
But that would be great.
I love this idea. I
Yes.
love maybe even seeing like a trail of leaf cutter ants holding leaves, walking away from the tree.
cool.
That would be really cute.
Oh man, yeah, because I just like seeing
Just-
little trails of regular ants.
Does Dave Matthews ants marching? Like, could that be the pun?
Oh,
This is something about ants marching.
the clue it wouldn't even be written. It would just be like musical notes start.
She wakes up in
She
the
pulls out like
morning.
your character pulls out a little violin.
Wow,
An
elaborate.
ant playing violin. It sounds magical, and I love it.
whimsical magic. It's whimsy.
Yeah. So there you go. Promised I'd ask.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that Lion Cake shared that lovely tale, and thank you for sharing it with us and our listeners.
You're quite welcome.
That is pretty sweet. Do we have any other follow-ups? I don't think there were any other dream suites or wait, no. I lost my connection. Do.
All I can tell you is that Jakar texted me after listening to last week's episode.
Oh my gosh, what did he say?
Are we in trouble?
No, I will read you the text.
He was just saying hi. He wasn't even talking about anything related to Animal Crossing or our episode.
The way he informed me he listened to the episode is because the text said, Smurfy Smurf, get smurfed. That's it. And that's how I knew he listened.
That's awesome. Yes. I forgot about that, like the Smurf, like just replacing Smurf with any verb is Smurf.
Yeah, I found this GIF. It's, oh my Smurf.
That looks like it's from quality live action movie.
It's from the quality live action movie. That
oh my gosh.
True.
Also follow up that the little red Phrygian hat is a proper Papa Smurf red, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I like it. It's not bad.
I didn't see the red one. I played one day, but I time traveled 3 days.
Oh, gotcha.
So I could get at least 3 hats.
Oh, right.
So I got green.
Man, I thought I sent
blue
both of you the
orange.
Red one. Or maybe it just looks red to me.
Well, maybe you sent it and I played before you sent it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe I didn't check my mail. These are all things that could have happened.
These are all possible.
But I'm pretty sure there was orange the day I ordered it. But there could also be red. I didn't check the guide. I don't know.
Maybe I didn't see an orange one, so is it possible that it is my brain construing what you see as orange as red?
Oh. Maybe it's because you don't have the OLED.
The Ye
OLED.
I've not time traveled and decided to buy a new Switch.
Is this our airport again?
Right, I know, that's what I was asking too. Like, because I know the airport, I believe I said red, and everyone's
I'm
like, no,
solve
it's orange.
this right quick and just search.
Right quick.
I'm going to
solve it right now.
For the Frisian.
Frisian makes it sound like it's made of lovely pieces of Frisian. It smells beautiful.
Or the Frisian cows.
What's a Frisian cow?
It's they're the black and white. They're the
classic cow looking cow.
The Holstein.
Fresian.
Oh,
I think we've had this. I feel like we've had this conversation before.
We have.
I blocked it from
we
my
absolutely have because
memory.
one of my favorite animals is
Tipper.
a Frisian cow.
It's the Holstein Frisian cow.
Yes.
Cattle.
I can confirm there is red and there's orange.
Yay!
And there's green, there's blue, and there's purple. And I haven't seen purple yet, and I need to buy the purple ones.
Oh, and they're not selling them anymore.
Well, that's okay. I'm going to time travel.
Oh, that's right. It's time travel it up.
Because I don't play often enough, so I have to time travel to get anything
Time travel.
done. Or if someone listening wants to send me a purple Frisian hat, that's also an option.
Check your mail. Just
and by Frisian, I mean Phrygian.
I guess I don't know.
How do you pronounce it?
Frigid.
It's Phrygian. It sounds like Frisian, but it's not spelled like Frisian cow.
Frisian. Yeah, I guess
very
so.
Confusing.
It's cow.
That is a perfect red. You're absolutely right.
Oh yay! I'm glad I'm not seeing weird colors.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh, this purple one! I can't wait to get it.
Leash, you shared the please no steppy. And that snake is amazing and cute. Yeah, I understand. People might confuse that.
Yeah.
They might get confused with the actual no step. Don't try to mean no snap on
Oh,
step.
hold on! I got to see this. Where did you send it, Leash?
I put it in the what's new.
Or you can see it. Oh yeah.
Oh no! I'm gonna find it right here. So I'm gonna find it right here.
Okay. Do it.
Find it
Do
right
it.
here.
Find it there.
Yep. No. Absolutely. 100% would confuse that. Yep.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to send this to Nick like right now.
I need to take a moment to meditate on the please no wait, I forgot what it was. Please no steppy. And can we have a break so
yes.
I can,
Let's definitely do that while I text Nick.
No.
Please no steppy.
And we're back. I don't think any of us actually took a water break. I'm
good in solidarity.
Object, I'm
for me
out
not
of
having
water. I would have had some, but I am not.
Our producer Jack may have taken water while he was running.
I mean, I would hope so. When you're running, it's only prudent to bring some water with you.
Dear Prudent.
Dear Prudent.
Yes.
Everyone's favorite Beatles song.
There's only one Prudent.
Is it everyone's favorite Beatles song? Is that the top of the Beatles list?
When I think of the Beatles.
Second only to... I'm trying to think of some obscure Beatles song, and the problem is I can't think of any obscure Beatles songs because I don't know a lot of Beatles songs. I know the basics.
Martha, my dear.
Mr. Kite.
B for the benefit of Mr. Kite is yes. Everyone's first favorite.
That was actually my grandmother's favorite.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh wow!
What about
that one? Is definitely low on my list.
or number 9? Is that
Nine? Number nine. That's almost a song.
It's a track on an album.
I do have a friend that is his favorite Beatles song.
See, there's something for everybody.
Yeah,
It's true. It's true. They really hit every
someone
genre.
really likes Dear Prudent.
or the other one, but that's fine. That's fine.
No, it was a singular
definitely
Prudent.
Single Prudent. There's only one Prudent. I'm talking about Prudence.
What are there multiple Prudents in the house? It's
Doesn't make any
ridiculous.
sense.
It's ridiculous. Why would you name
crazy.
multiple people Prudent?
It wouldn't be prudent.
All the Prudents, please line up over here.
Dear Prudence.
Oh,
Sis.
Teachers, friends, and Prudence.
Prudence. All the good Prudence.
Oh,
Would you guys like to share some sweet, sweet announcement action?
yeah.
We should do that.
Do I? Do I ever?
Well, I'll go first because we just have by the time of recording, we have about 36 hours left.
Oh.
And by recording, I mean posting of
That's
this
fair.
episode. By the time
You've still got time.
By the time you maybe hear this episode, if you hear it right away, there's 36 hours until the end of the Cimarron Summer photo contest in our Discord, where you could win a Sanrio Amiibo set of Amiibo cards.
The
For
real
freezies.
deal.
For free.
Freezies.
For free. All you got to do is enter the contest and make a really fun picture that shows me how you Cimarron
I've
Summer.
seen that they're starting to appear back in the wild, but then you still have to pay for them.
It's true.
the
They
Sanrio
still
Amiibo.
cost an
That's
actual
true.
$5.
But
and
this
will cost you nothing.
This costs you a little bit of time to make a really cute little piece of artwork for JB to look at.
That's right. For the chance
Entertain
to win.
me.
Yes,
All you have to do is
just
entertain me.
to give her a little bit of.
Are you not entertained?
So far I'm only 2 times entertained. I would like to be even more times entertained.
Entertain
Super
JB.
entertain JB.
Yes.
Entertain this lady.
Yes.
She asks for
and
little.
please.
She asks for so little.
Oh, has
Cimarron
there been
Summer.
another edition? There's 4 now, guys.
Whoa!
It doubled before my very eyes.
That is
Oh my gosh, so exciting.
Oh my goodness. Well, if you want a chance, and by you, I'm not looking right at Leash, but I mean you in radio land.
I mean, I can submit my postcard.
That's true.
teaser.
You know what? That one might win. So you shouldn't submit it because you don't need these.
I don't need them. That's true. I don't need to win. I already have them.
Are you even eligible?
No,
Do we have a disclaimer?
Leash is actually not eligible.
Also, I'm a guest judge that has no impact on the final judging.
I mean, if we're being honest,
Really, then maybe
do
it's
I
okay.
even have an impact on the final decision? I don't know. I don't know how this is going to roll because these are fantastic, by the way. I'm looking at them.
Oh my gosh.
And these are adorable. And I just can't even. Thank you for the 4
Thanks for
people
indulging JB
that have
on
submitted
her
these.
Simmer Summer.
And what I might do is next week I will describe all 4, if not more. We'll see how many I get before the end of Saturday.
Make it. Now the opportunity is here that you could give loads of entries, and Joelle would have to describe 50 entries as she has promised.
No, because you might recall one of the rules is 1 submission per person, please.
Oh, that's true.
But
One
if
per
you
purse.
fill that image with lots of stuff, it'll take me a lot of minutes to describe it.
She's like, this one has a lot of stuff. Next. Just kidding.
the odds are ever in your favor.
Oh,
Truth.
it's true.
Like, I can't think of anything. Right now, it's 1 in 4 chance of winning.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good odds.
There has rarely been such good odds in any competition.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Only
May the odds
bad
be
things
ever
have
in your
that
favor
high.
to the 4 that have already
We
submitted.
don't want bad things. This is a good thing.
But
This is a good
there's
thing.
another way.
Yes.
But
Oh my
before we
gosh.
even get into that, we should
Oh.
first tell people how to join the Discord.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just roll all over that.
so
But
excited.
we have to join
Just a build up.
We have to join the Discord, and
Just
then we
gonna-
can find out about Leisha's fun
I'm
thing.
going to homer back into the bushes.
So to join our Discord,
I like that.
Sarah, you have to send a direct message
Yes.
No. Yes.
on social medias
Yes.
to
At the Pocket Pod.
with no spaces. I know it sounded like there
Oh
were
shoot!
spaces.
Yeah, sorry. At the Pocket Pod. That
and
was
just
better,
for
right?
clarification, the at is an at symbol.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a
It's not at the pocket pod.
at symbol the Pocket Pod.
on the social medias, at least the 3 that we care about, which are Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We don't do TikTok. Sorry.
It's not really good. You don't really communicate with
I
people
don't know.
on TikTok, do you?
I don't know
how
what
that
TikTok
works.
is.
There's TikTok.
All I know is that
Snapchat.
is a form of media,
Snapchat.
and we don't use it. And I know Snapchat, the little ghosty thing. We don't do that either.
Yeah, I like really like drained my battery the 1 hour that I had it on.
And she was like, "No thanks."
I had someone sit next to me and give me a tutorial on how to Snapchat, and then I immediately never used it again and deleted the app. So that's it. That was my experience. So I also had 1 hour.
Yeah, it was a 1 hour too, and then TikTok. I've never even like tried. I'm like, okay, well, if I didn't like Snapchat,
I have downloaded TikTok 3 times.
Oh, good at you trying.
I have not actually watched more than one video on each outing.
Well, I can just see the good ones on Facebook.
Exactly. The good ones find their way to me. That's YouTube.
Fair. A lot of reshares for TikTok. For TikTok happen on other media platforms. So you might see them on Instagram, and you might see them on Twitter. You might see them on Facebook. So.
And YouTube. YouTube is where I see them. I see compilations.
Compilations.
It's great. They just show up. Sometimes I see ads.
I appreciate it. It's great.
It's great. The good ones find me.
Are we showing our age?
I mean,
sure.
I'm not ashamed. Not into it. That's fine.
I'm not ashamed. We are elder millennials and younger Gen Xers.
Oh yeah, we are millennials.
We are elder millennials and younger Gen Xers.
We're zillennials, if you will.
Zennials. Zennials.
Nope. I say
we're Xennials. Okay. That's what I like to call us. Yep.
Anyway,
the other way to join our Discord. By the way, when you DM us, you're supposed to ask to join our Discord. I don't even think we finished.
Yeah, we didn't finish. But yes, that's how you get.
That's how you roll.
Just ask.
You don't even have to finish your thought either, though. Like,
that's right.
Like if you just could, like start a conversation, we'll probably just send you like a
invite anyway.
Like you just start off. If you're just like, hey. Oh, here's a Discord invite.
Interested. I heard your podcast, and then just like trail off with other conversation. That's totally fine. That's what we do.
Yeah, I mean, write a minimum of 3 words, and we will likely reply with something. It might be a Discord link. It might not.
What if someone just says Discord, please?
Yep.
Also, acceptable.
And that would work. That is to the point. I appreciate brevity and economical phrasing.
Yay.
What's the commercial that says you never know what you're gonna get?
You never know what you're gonna get.
I was gonna say Capital One, but that's not right.
Wait, or is this just? Is this just the chocolate from the?
That's
life is like a box of chocolates, Leash. That's Forrest Gump says. You never know what you're gonna get.
There we go. That's what it is.
I mean, he was probably in a commercial at some point. They probably used that footage in a commercial.
That's so good. Yeah,
surely.
It's a catchphrase.
I'm sure it was for a credit card. You're probably not wrong about that.
Capital One. You never know what you're gonna get. Well, it's true though. You never know what you're gonna buy with your credit card. That is a great ad. I like it.
There you go, marketing companies.
If it hasn't been used back in 1997, it is available still.
Get Tom Hanks, hire him to redo that role.
Do it.
Classic role.
He'll do it
For the right amount of money, probably.
Sure. Not even that much.
He just hangs out on Saturday Night Live
just
all the
for
time.
a free vintage typewriter.
He's just waiting for your call.
All he wants is another addition to his collection of typewriters.
You're standing by.
Or put a sock on the ground for him to take a picture of, and then he'll be fine. I love Tom Hanks. He has the best stuff on social media and whatnot. Anywho's, speaking of social medias, I think he's on Twitter. You could also email thepocketpod@gmail.com. I just really want to finish this thought and ask again. You just say Discord, please. That's all you have to say. We're going to move on because Leash also has an announcement that is as equally special and important as mine.
I'm ready. We're ready.
Yes. Well, if you didn't get enough from our social medias and the Discord, we are on yet another thing.
Something on the internet.
The Patreon.
Or
on the interwebs. And my contest is called the Patreon My Wayward Son.
Rio Amiibo.
There'll be a prize for someone when they're done. If you sign on to our Patreons.
Within the next week or so. give or take. There's really no hard and fast. It might be like the first week of August. We don't know.
In the next, whenever I decide to pick my winner, basically. Yeah. If you join our Patreon, I am also giving away a nice little pack of Sanrio amiibos to one of our lucky Patreon supporters, which we thank everyone for supporting.
Yes, thank you so much.
Regardless of whether you win or not. And we send you fun little videos, and we have like a little welcome packet coming.
Sometimes
and
we have graphics we give up.
behind the scenes stuff.
The welcome kits are coming along really
yes,
nicely.
It's very exciting.
You are soon to be missing out on some awesome stuff if you don't join our Patreon.
And if you like just hearing our voice and you're really sad at the end of every episode, and you're like, oh man, I want to hear more. I want to see more.
We've got like a dozen clips on
there. Yeah, some goodies, some oldies but goodies.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Classic.
And you never know when I'm gonna just listen to a bunch of audio and add more. You never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
Never can tell.
Right now, I did the math wrong last week. You have a 1 in 11 chance of winning if you're a Patreon subscriber.
Nice. That's not bad. That's not bad.
And if you join, you'll have a 1 in 12 chance of winning.
Yep.
Or 1 in 13 chance. However many people join.
It might even be better than that because there may be people that are patrons that don't want to have the Sanrio win. So
might be true. There are people that might not need it because they already
want it.
Yep, or
true.
Want it.
For whatever reason. But anyway, that's going on for the next week-ish, plus, minus, probably plus.
Plus or minus.
So get in there.
Yes.
If you wanna find a way to win and you're not simmering on summer or you're not the Discord isn't for you.
Yeah.
But you want to support us and you're really eager to get this it's cheaper than buying a pack of Patreons. It's cheaper.
1 month of our Patreon is cheaper than a pack of Sanrio amiibo cards.
And you get extra fun, cool stuff.
Yay, I love it. That's a great little plug for our Patreon. Yeah.
Yes.
Patreon plugging. Love it.
Patreon plug.
Love it.
Patreon, my wayward plug.
Patreon, my wayward plug. And I hope you guys don't mind, but I just want to ask, I'm popping around a little bit since this is my episode. I'm going to say, hey there, Pocket Pod. What you play when things get odd? Yeah. Well, because I don't want to miss this. I got to know what this is.
Sarah, things are odd right now, and I have been very not interested in playing Animal Crossing.
I know.
Except when I want to buy some hats. And then I just time travel, I buy stuff, and I dip out again.
Dipping.
It's only for the hats. It's the only reason why I play.
She's in it for the hats.
I'm here for the hats.
You heard it here, folks.
Here for the hats.
In it for the hats.
So I bought a whole bevy of games. I think I mentioned this a while ago for like all the cheap games, all like the under $20, under $15 games.
Oh my gosh.
And then I didn't play any of them because I'm saving them for when I want. I don't play video games a lot. I'm not like a daily gamer type person.
It's when you got time, when you're when
at the end of the day, and I'm just like, boy, do I not want to do anything but this. And this is playing a video game. Yay. Anyway, so sometime over the weekend, I had that moment. Ooh. And I pulled out my Switch, and I was like, well, I beat Hugh. I beat Hugh. It took me a long time to beat it because I'm terrible at video games, as we've discussed. But I finally beat it. I got all of the points, all the collected things you're supposed to get. I fully achieved it, and I'm never playing the game again. By the way, it was a delight. The puzzles are challenging. It was fun. He was great. But that's not what I'm plugging today. That's not what I'm here to plug.
Okay.
I pulled out a short hike.
Oh, yay! Yes, I've not played it yet.
That game is an adorable little weird delight that I don't fully understand.
Okay.
So it is an open-ended world.
Okay.
You just fly around and run around and fly around and run around. You are a burb.
I love burbs.
And the burb can run, and then the burb can suddenly soar, and the burb can swim, and the burb can do all kinds of things. And the burb collects golden feathers to help him jump higher and higher.
And did Lion King invent this game?
Probably. and animals that you come across as you run around this little island chain of islands. The animals send you on little missions. They're like, hey, can you find me like a pair of sneakers? And you have to go and talk to this animal to get this thing and this thing, and then you get a pair of sneakers out of the whole thing.
Fun.
And then they have little activities. Like I played volleyball with like a bouncy thing. And I got to do a running race with like a bunny or something.
What? Running adorable.
And I almost beat him that last time. And then my Switch was dying, so I had to charge it. No. It's just fun and cute. And it is like a no pressure, just go into the game and just run around and do random stuff game.
That sounds fun.
Like the missions are not stressful. You don't actually have to do them. There's no one like counting to say like, oh, you have to finish these 7 tasks before you can do this. Like no one's harassing you. There's no pressure.
That's
no pressure.
Nice. I love that. Sounds delightful.
It is really just a calming game.
Nice.
A short hike.
You've heard it here, folks. This is I have it in my library and I've not played it yet, so that makes me want to play it. Maybe that'll be the next thing I dive into.
You were doing the same thing. You were just saving it till when you need it the most.
Right? Saving it for the right time. Oh my gosh. It does look adorable. Of course I love it because it has a bird as the main character.
Little burb. And now he's got sneakers on my guy. He's got sneakers.
My guy, you got sneakers. I'm loving it.
My guy. My burb.
Nothing you can do to put sneakers on
My burb. My burb.
my bird.
My burb.
Nice.
So super sweet.
That's my update.
That's a pretty sweet update. I love it. If you want to, anytime you guys want to share stuff about video games, I want to hear it because that's fun times.
I mean, that is adjacent to the point of this podcast, so definitely.
Adjacent to the points. Oh, nice.
Little Lion Cake just learned about, I don't think he really recognized that SNES was a gaming system.
Oh, okay.
And he was telling me about, talking about Donkey Kong Country.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
classic.
And he's like, it's on Nintendo. I'm like,
It's a
it's
Nintendo
actually
system.
on Super Nintendo.
A Nintendo system.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
One
like,
of
what?
them.
He's like, what's that? And I'm like, ooh, because he knows about GameCube.
Sure.
Yeah,
And you knew
but
about
the
NES.
ones prior
It
to
was
GameCube
weird.
were
I was
just
like-
both those gray boxes.
Well, I may or may not have purchased an SNES for him, and it's just hanging out in that closet over there. Like I bought it like months ago, but I haven't. Like I'm not gonna give him a present just because I have a present for him.
Right, sure.
But now
Special
that he knows about it, he's like, that's my favorite. That's not gonna be my new favorite game. And I'm
my
like, it was pretty cool when I played it because you get to like ride a swordfish. And he's like, and a rhinoceros. I'm like, yes, you do get to ride a rhinoceros. It was a fun game.
I
and
remember the graphics on that game were really exciting.
They were
Yeah.
awesome. And then like there's like the grandpappy
Well, it was
cranky
it was the whole
called the
family
Young
of Donkey Kong.
Whippersnapper.
And the look of it is like, and I
there's
didn't,
Diddy
I never
and-
played it, but I did have seen the footage and I remember seeing the commercials and it's just like it's almost like claymation almost in the way it's shaded. It makes me think.
It was because it was very brown and yellow. And, yeah.
It was
I'm remembering Jakar had it. I don't think I just remember commercials. I'm pretty sure he did play it, and I did watch him play. It was like right after he finished Super Mario, whatever, number 2, 3, whatever. I then watched him play that game.
Oh,
so
That's how I think
I
all
have
the
vivid
games
memories.
I
We
watch.
never had a Super NES growing up, but my aunt did. And when we'd go to what seemed like the entire summer at my grandmother's house, and my aunt was in college at the time, so she had her NES.
Oh,
or it
fun.
might have even been my like pre-uncle. He wasn't my uncle yet. He may have brought it over for us. I don't know, but it was there.
Yay.
All summer. Where it seemed like all summer, and my mom is like, no, it was only like 2 weeks. I'm like, it was all summer. You left us there all summer. I remember.
No, that's
In your memory, you were there
I
for
get
6
that.
months.
I was.
that's like that's the memory though. But when you have those things that impact you more, they seem a lot longer. And time is different when you're a child because
Yes.
you've experienced less, so it feels a lot longer.
It
So-
was.
The Super Nintendo was like a game changer for at least our age
Yes,
group, right?
for sure.
Like Nintendo came out and my oldest brother got it as a gift and he was not super interested in it. So Jakar took it and it became his. But when the Super Nintendo came out, that was his and his alone. That was his console. And I remember he got so into it. Then my cousins who are like several years younger than me, they got their own Super Nintendo and they were playing Zelda. And for whatever reason, my grandmother was like really interested. So she bought herself a Super Nintendo. And she was playing Zelda and she's calling my brother and calling my cousins and asking for tips and
So
help
cute.
to get
Awesome.
through Zelda. My grandmother.
Precious.
She
Gosh,
was
family stories.
probably, because she's a young grandma. She was probably like 57, 58 when that game came out. Yeah.
That's awesome.
She was amazing.
That is awesome indeed. SNES for everyone.
Super Nintendo. That console is like just built into like my memories of my childhood. Yeah.
When you said it was his console, does that mean he didn't let you play on it?
I didn't want to.
Okay.
I had a lot of anxiety about
gotcha,
being
gotcha,
bad
gotcha.
at video games, as you hear often when I tell you I'm bad at video games to this day.
I liked watching my brother
And
play.
I just
too.
wasn't good. Like I'm not good at those types of games that are really popular. Like I'm not good at Mario games and things that require like speed and remembering which buttons to press to jump and do this. Like I need more like slow strategy puzzle games
Nice.
to catch my
Yeah,
attention.
yeah.
And those just weren't games I knew anything about back then. Maybe they existed, but he wasn't buying them, so I didn't know about them.
Not on your radar.
There are 3 things that I vividly remember about that summer
yes.
playing Donkey Kong Country.
Donkey Kong Country, yep.
HBO having the Pelican brief on.
Wow, you are painting that as a Nick Nolte movie, right? Yeah.
And
Is that Julia Roberts?
Puzz 3D.
And what?
Puzz 3D.
Puzz 3D. It's going up.
What's Puzz 3D?
Puzz 3D was like puzzles that was like 3D puzzles. You could make like castles and stuff.
Oh, not in a game, not in a console.
In a game.
It was
those are
Puzz
physical
3D was like, it was a
I remember the 3D
There was a commercial,
puzzles.
or we had one. I
could
think
build,
actually
like,
we had one.
skyscrapers
Yeah, it
and
was
stuff,
like
right?
we had like a castle that we had to make.
Ooh, that
And I
sounds
remember
fun.
freaking Pelican Brief was on HBO, and in the background, I'm like I've connected Puzz 3D with the
in your brain
Pelican Brief
forever.
with
and
Super Nintendo and
with
Donkey
Super
Kong
Nintendo
Country.
and Donkey Kong
This is
Country.
amazing. What
That
a
was
great
like my day.
connection. What a great connection.
That is pretty great.
The Pelican Brief. You are not wrong. That is absolutely the movie that was like on constant rotation that year on HBO. 100%.
Yep.
Leash, sometimes I think we had the same childhood, and then you talk about all of your adventures outside, and I know we didn't.
Half of it.
Half of it. I was an indoor kid, but otherwise, half of it.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway. Yeah. So
That's pretty great.
cool.
Cool indeed.
great.
I like hearing the tales of summers past. And I know we have some other things we could talk about, but I say let's just call it a little early tonight.
I think it's
Yeah.
fine. We started a little late tonight. Not that people listening would know.
It's true. You don't know, dear listener, but we
Behind the
appreciate
curtain.
And thank you for joining us for this episode of Pocket Pod Animal Crossing. And wait, one more thing. Thanks to Jack Quaid Black of Monkey Cat Studios. And now... Pocket Pod.